Hey guys, welcome to Solo ReacTalk. Today I am going to be reacting to the Harlequins explained by an Australian Warhammer 40k lore by Majorkill. If you want to check out my previous reactions to other Majorkill videos that I've reacted to, remember the playlist card would be at the top. Just click on it and be able to access them. And if you want to check out the original video as well as Majorkill's YouTube channel, remember that I put the links in the description below. Okay? And yeah, the last video that I watched from Majorkill, he was discussing about the Eldar, the different factions of the Eldar. I've also been requested to watch this video specifically on the Harlequins by Majorkill, and yeah, that's why I'm here today. I remember that they kind of look like jesters or like, you know, carnival looking people, the Harlequins. They have their own separate god, well, not separate, but you know, a very old god that survived the cataclysm of when the creation of Slannesh came into being. And you know, this old god of the Eldar survived that situation. I think this god hid itself in the webway probably, and the Harlequins, or those who worshipped this god, also survived that calamity. And yeah, they have a very, I think it's like a trickster god of some sort, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, they are not that many, they're not as prominent, I think, compared to the world ships, Eldars, as well as the Dark Eldar in the webway. Yeah, I don't know much about them, but hopefully Majorkill can, you know, explain deeper into the backstory of this faction of the Eldar. Okay, let's start. 3, 2, 1, go.
G'day guys and gal! After spending the last week busting my balls and getting the Custodes cosplay video done, it's time to go back to our roots and talk about Warhammer.
Wait, what? I need to see that. I need to see that. Okay, Majorkill. Whoa.
Lore in a fun and potentially annoying cringy way. Other than the orcs, not many people are having fun in Warhammer 40k. The majority of characters are fighting for their lives and are incredibly depressed.
That's true. That's true. The only race or species in this universe that are enjoying themselves every day are the orcs. Have you ever seen an orc cry? Has there ever been, you know, any kind of story of orcs having emotions of, you know, melancholy or suffering or pain, you know, or crying? You know, never. I don't think so. So definitely they are the ones who are enjoying their lives. Everybody else are just miserable, you know, just waking up day by day, going to work, being miserable at work, and just waiting to die. So yeah, they're the only ones.
The Harlequins, however, are a different story. With a jolly step and good grace, these memesters tear across the galaxy, sodomizing chaos and showing that not all Eldar are pointy-eared pansies. I mean, it would be pretty impossible not to have fun when your god is literally a clown. Before we get started, in Warhammer, bigger is always better, but that's not always the case for real life. Sometimes slick, sharp, and ergonomic is the way to go. Hence why today I've partnered up with The Ridge to bring you the Ridge Wallet. The Ridge Wallet is the latest and greatest in wallet innovation, holding all your essential cards and cash whilst having none of the bulge of a traditional fake leather wallet that you got for Christmas. It's also
Hey, I actually like my wallet, okay? I like the fact that it's a bulge. Oh, where is it? It's not here. But I like, you know, the traditional wallets. You know, I keep coins, I keep paper money. So yeah, I have one friend who actually uses this kind of wallet. It looks cool. I just don't know if I want something like that.
incredibly tough and comes with a lifetime warranty. Now that is a brand who backs their product. I guarantee this will be the first wallet you own that you can fit and store in your mouth. Coming in 30 colours and styles, there is plenty options to make this snazzy bit of metal yours. I personally chose the carbon fibre style because it looks cool. Imagine this, you're in a bar, a hot chick looks at you, you go over to her and offer to buy her a drink, then you whip out and fumble the crungy old wallet that belonged to your dad, full of coins, receipts and parking tickets. You ain't getting lucky with that, bro. I mean, you ain't getting lucky anyway because that situation will never happen due to the fact that you watch Warhammer lore videos in your spare time, but you get what I mean. So if you want to boost your chances of getting lucky in your own imagination by getting your very own Ridge wallet, then click my link.
Wait, so the money is exposed outside like that? No. I don't know, hey. I don't know. Yeah, I just don't know if I want to expose the money like that. I mean, what if it rips in my pocket or something happens? I don't know. That's why the wallets of the old times are enclosed, you know. They have those pockets where you put the money inside. It's safe. It doesn't crease. It can be folded properly, and it's protected from the elements, you know, in the outside. But now with this, I don't know. I don't like the exposure of money like that, because when you want to pay something, what if the teller or the cashier people are like, no, we don't accept this money because look at it. It's filthy. But maybe it's just me. I'm just afraid to change. Yeah.
Below and use the code Majorkill to get 10% off and free shipping worldwide. And if for some strange reason you don't love it, then the Ridge offers a 45-day money-back guarantee. Cheers to the Ridge for sponsoring this video. Today I'll be going over the lore and story of the Harlequins, how they came to be, who their god is, and each of the different Harlequin types, including the Solitaires, who are so badass that they can kill Space Marines like I kill my liver every Saturday. Let's get into it. Harlequins are a relatively new faction of Eldar. They weren't around during the height of the Eldar Empire, or even during the fall of the Eldar. This is due to the fact that becoming a Harlequin means sacrificing everything to become a tool for the Laughing God to use. As things were going quite well before the fall of the Eldar didn't want to give up their squishy lives to join the circus. It took quite a while after the Slannesh sodomized the Eldar before the Harlequins were formed, but as the Laughing God would say, all according to plan. Now, you should probably know what the fall of the Eldar was. If not, I have a couple of videos that cover it, but basically the Eldar Empire had become so powerful and efficient that the Eldar became incredibly bored, hence started having blood orgies to keep themselves entertained. Fair enough. This would have been relatively harmless if it wasn't for the fact that the intense emotional turmoil that comes from billions of psychic space elves slamming the incisions they just made on their family members caused the new Chaos God to be born, Slannesh. The birth of Slannesh killed 95% of the Eldar and made life way shittier for the remaining 5%. When Slannesh was born, she also devoured the majority of the Eldar gods, other than Cain, who was shattered by Khorne, Isha, who was taken by Nurgle to be his waifu, and the Laughing God Ceogorach, who was the only god with enough common sense to get the hell out.
Wait, Nurgle has a wife? Oh gosh. I mean, have you seen him? Yikes.
Out of there. A funny note here, as the Eldar were beginning to fall, the Elder gods all had their own way of dealing with it. Cain got angry, Isha cried, Vol turned his back on them, and even Asuryan felt pretty hopeless. Ceogorach, however, found it all quite funny. A, because it was pretty funny that the most advanced, powerful, and wise race in the galaxy would be brought low due to BDSM, and B, because it would make Ceogorach, the physically weakest Eldar god, the most powerful due to being the only one still kicking. I don't know what it is, but Ceogorach is made differently. All the other gods in Warhammer are so predictable and they just follow a pattern. They're like fucking cosmic math equations, but not Ceo. This dude has time and time again done shit so against the godlike grain that he's genuinely one of the biggest players in 40k.
Wait, is it Ceogorach or Ceogorach? I couldn't really hear him properly there, but I'll just listen up.
It was he who told Cain how to shatter the Nightbringer. It was Ceo who tricked the Catan into destroying each other. It was Ceo who escaped Slannesh and founded the Harlequins, who have saved the Eldar time and time again. It seems as if it will be Ceo who eventually outplays Slannesh and saves the Eldar. More on that later. Sometime after the fall, all of the followers of the Laughing God across each craft world and Comora felt a calling, an extreme urge to enter the webway, so they did.
Look at this picture of an Eldar. Oh my gosh, they're beautiful. They really are beautiful people. And I like the clothing. Wow.
And even left their spirit stones behind, which is generally considered a really bad idea. The lore hasn't covered exactly what kind of metamorphosis these wannabe Harlequins go through, but when they emerge to do Ceo's bidding, they are faster, stronger, and significantly deadlier than normal Eldar. Like, Harlequins pretty much the only Eldar faction who consistently win pretty much every battle they engage in. This power comes at the cost of their previous lives, family, and even identity. Their personalities are still very much intact, a bit changed, I mean, you can't dress up as a murder clown then simultaneously dance while skull-fucking demons to death and not have a personality. The first sighting of the Harlequins was when the armies of Ulthwé were under attack by a bunch of rapists. What? Slanneshi demons are definitely rapists. After a short battle, the demons felt a taste of their own medicine and were cast back into the warp. Now, I've mentioned the Solitaires a few times now. They are god tier warriors who are able to kill greater demons in duels and can make a space marine look like Ricky. It took the Harlequins over 1,500 years to produce their first Solitaire, which is testament to how rare these monsters are. The first one to be seen was during a performance the Harlequins put on for some of their Eldar cousins.
So Solitaires are like the super soldiers of the Harlequins then, you know, like their own version of the Astartes, or maybe that's a bit of an insult, I don't know. Yeah.
The Harlequins aren't just colourful killers, they are the keepers of the Eldar's lore and history, and they're the bridge between different Eldar factions. As such, when they are giving Chaos a huge headache, they travel between craft worlds, Exodite worlds, and Comora to give extremely intricate and often horrifying performances in order to remind the Eldar of who they are and how they fell. The first
Craft worlds, not world ships. I just remembered right now. I said world ships in the beginning. It's craft worlds. Sorry.
Solitaire was unveiled at one of these events, as she took upon the role of Slannesh as her troupe, which is what a group of Harlequins is called, performed a reenactment of the fall. Obviously the audience was like, bruh, what the fuck, as any other Eldar other than a Solitaire who attempts to play the role of Slannesh goes insane. To make Solitaires even more badass, when a Harlequin dies, his or her soul is saved from Slannesh's spiky pussy by Ceogorach, who claims their souls instead. However, due to a Solitaire basically mocking Slannesh by playing as her, Slannesh gets an extreme hard-on for their souls, and works extra hard to claim them upon death. Despite this, Ceo being Ceo will always try to save the Solitaire's soul, and often is successful in doing so, adding to the mockery and embarrassing Slannesh further.
Okay, but then what happens to the soul after Ceogorach, collects it? Does this god absorb the soul into itself and then it's gone? Or will this person reincarnate at a different time? Yeah, I'm just wondering about that.
Time and time again, the Harlequins have saved the Eldar's ass, driving the Emperor's children out of the craft world of Luganeth, helping Vec descend to the leader of the Dark Eldar, stomping out Orc Wars before they can ruin people's shit, saving maiden worlds from Nurgle's AIDS juice, saving humans from themselves by killing them when they try to mess with shit they don't understand. They've even made...
I was waiting, when you said saving humans, I'm like, what? They saved humans, and then he says by killing them. Oh, that was funny. Okay. Eldar. I kind of want a human and an Eldar to be together. This has been going inside my head for some time now. Ever since I watched If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device, as well as Majorkill when he was talking about the Ultramarine Primarch Roberta Gilliman with I forgot her name, but the Eldar priestess or leader, I'm not sure, when they had that Eldar-human alliance. Yeah. I've been wanting, to see some sort of relationship between these two factions. A romantic relationship. I don't know who and who, but, it's just something I'm thinking about. Yeah. It'll be fun.
The Necrons and Tau their bitch on occasion. Some Harlequins are more subtle, but still incredibly effective, teaming up with human Inquisitors to win key victories against Chaos, and helping key characters to achieve their destiny, such as convincing Prince Uriel to pick up the Spear of Twilight, and helping the shit out of the Inari. The Harlequins are definitely not benevolent or nice, however. They have been known to kidnap humans and space marines and give them to the Dark Eldar to torture, and they have slaughtered innocents for no apparent reason. The Harlequins' extreme diversity in regards to their actions can be explained by each troop having one of three themes. Some troops embody the light, and will fight like brave heroes, saving people in apparent acts of selflessness. Some troops embody the dark, and will fight like ruthless killers, doing the Eldar's dirty work and making people shit themselves. Finally, some troops embody the twilight, which is, the in-between. Each troop having a theme allows them to fight with extreme synergy. Fighting a troop of Harlequins is like fighting a methed up bodybuilder wielding two double-ended dildos. You're just gonna get fucked. Now, whilst the Harlequins aren't craft worlders, they do kinda have their own special craft world, the Black Library. The Black Library is a hidden craft world that travels the webway and stores pretty much all of knowledge of chaos in it. It's incredibly difficult to enter unless you're invited in, and even if you do get in, it won't be long before you're sent packing. Ahriman learnt this the hard way, but I guess Ahriman learns everything the hard way considering how many times he's fucked up at this point. Just like Space Marine chapters, Wars, Cabals, and Necron dynasties, the Harlequins have their own sub-factions called masks, each with their own style and colour schemes. However, as Harlequins all wear masks and just kinda do the same shit to different people, there isn't a whole lot that separates each mask. Only so much diversity you can give to murder clowns, you know? In saying that, if this video does well, I'll do another one explaining every single Harlequin mask for ya. Before we get into what Harlequins and their meme god are currently up to, let's take a look at all the different Harlequin types. Firstly, we have the players, who are the rank and file Harlequin, although it pains me to refer to them as that, considering that even the most basic of Harlequins are still absolute beasts. Despite being a lower level Harlequin, they're equipped with awesome gear, such as dual weapons and a holographic field which makes them incredibly hard to see clearly. Then we have the troop masters, who are the officers or commanders of a Harlequin troop. As such, they are more or less just incredibly powerful players and have similar or better equipment. After a troop of Harlequins has absolutely wrecked some scrubs, it's the responsibility of the troop master to leave behind the calling card, because of course it is. Now we have the Shadowseers, who are the Harlequin Psykers. Unlike most Psykers, Shadowseers don't put their war powers towards lightning bolts or making your balls erupt. Instead, they focus on spreading fear and confusion, making enemies feel tired or straight up making them kill themselves. You know, all the funny ways to use your war powers. The Shadowseers often narrate the Harlequin performances and will generally be the ones to act as envoys between the different Eldar factions. Now onto the Death Jesters, who are more or less just Marg and Ra wannabes. They look like a clownier version of the big man and wield big ass guns that they use to devastating effect. Their cannons are called Shrieker cannons, which if they hit you, you quickly swell up and explode, showering your brothers in arms with your biomass.
You know, now I'm wondering how many of them are there in existence, the Harlequins, on their own craft world that's in the webway. How many of them are there? And these Harlequins, are they able to have children? I know that, you know, once you join Ceogorach and you join this craft world, right, filled with the Harlequins, you have to let go of your old life. You have to let go of the past. So I'm just wondering, how do they replenish their numbers over the centuries, over the hundreds of thousands of millenniums that are to come? You know, how do they replenish their numbers? Do they recruit people from other Eldar factions, or do they have their own people who have families and who have children in the end? Yeah, I just need to know about that.
Incredibly sadistic, but also quite funny, at least to the Dark Eldar who love hanging out with them. Examples of their humour include knocking out enemies and then dressing the enemies up with the remains of their comrades, or just rearranging enemy corpses into sex positions. I'm not even joking. Then we have the Skyweavers, who are more or less just colourful jet bikes with a couple more features, such as an extra seat and some spicy weaponry. After that we have the Starweavers, which are once again just a variant of an Eldar craft. This can be used as a troop transport or just to peel some people from. Then we have the Void Weavers, who are similar to the Starweavers, except they are less about carrying troops and more about blowing people up, and boy oh boy do people get blown. Finally, the Solitaires. We've already talked a bit about them, but I'll give you some more fun facts. Solitaires travel the galaxy alone. When they team up with a Harlequin troop, it's only for a short while to accomplish a goal before they set off again. Solitaires are also immune to psykers and warp powers, as well as any technology which seeks to compromise their minds. Psykers are incredibly uncomfortable around Solitaires, as Solitaires never show any emotion. However, they still love memes.
So they're not like blanks. They're not like the Sisters of Silence that the Imperium of Man have, right? They're not like that. They don't have this ability to negate any type of warp ability or warp demons or being possessed by anything from the warp, per se.
There is a bit of Solitaire lore which I love, where a squad of Chaos Marines are attacking a world and then they detect a presence. Within seconds, the entire squad has been murdered by a single solitaire. As the leader of the squad is dying and shocked at what has just happened, he sees the solitaire bow after giving one hell of a performance. On the rare occasion that Ceogorach disguises himself as an Eldar and travels the physical galaxy, he almost always takes the form of a solitaire. So there's your fun facts about each Harlequin type. Now onto what the Harlequins are up to. In recent times, many Eldar are feeling the call of the Laughing God, hence the Harlequins are rapidly growing. There is a special book in the Black Library created by the Laughing God, which has been sealed shut for thousands of years. However, it is finally opened and revealed one final performance, one final chance to beat Slannesh. Somehow, Ceogorach plans to use Slannesh's desire to consume the Eldar against her, resulting in her doom and the return of the Eldar to power. If only GW released viable Eldar models, maybe this prophecy could go somewhere.
And if they defeat Slannesh, does it mean all the other gods that were consumed by Slannesh are also going to return? And what about the power vacuum that is left behind when Slannesh has been defeated? I mean, what happens? Do the other gods get affected by this situation? Does the warp get affected by this situation? You know, what are the potential risks of removing this Chaos God from the pantheon of the Chaos Gods? Yeah. I don't know, but it's going to be weird without Slannesh there. I don't know. You know, yeah, it's just going to be a bit weird, I think.
And that does us for today, guys, the lore and story of the Harlequins. If you enjoyed this video and you want to support the channel, then Patreon is the place to be, where only $1 per month give you access to a boatload of Warhammer hentai. Hit the subscribe button, then hit the real subscribe button for more clowny content. Join the Discord for more memes, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Bow to me.
Never. Alright, that was the Harlequins explained by an Australian Warhammer 40k lore by Majorkill. Yeah, the Harlequins are they're different as a faction, especially like in terms of the Eldar. I don't know, like you could say that they are the secret police, maybe, or like a special force that's meant to protect the Eldar race from extinction, you know, because Ceogorach is also protecting the Eldar in various ways, and the Harlequins are also protecting the Eldar in various ways, and, you know, expunging potential threats to the galaxy and also to the Eldar as well. So yeah, you could say they're like the special force or the secret force that works in the shadows. Well, not really in the shadows. They're more upfront as well with their activities. So yeah, they're like a special force. However, the Sky Weavers, the Star Weavers, and the Void Weavers, are they not just all one organization, you know? I mean, really, they're all either flying these like jet biker vehicles, and others are like on ships. So yeah, I think they're all under one category, the Weavers, if I can say that. And this notion of them having a light, a dark, and a twilight faction of the Harlequins will be very confusing, really, because you don't even know who to trust. You know, if a Harlequin comes to save your life or to defeat an enemy that you are fighting against, and you're not exactly sure where you stand with them, because what if this Harlequin is of the dark, you know, or is a twilight Harlequin, and you just don't know whether you should really trust this person. That's if you're an Eldar. I don't know if you're a human. I think that it's assured you'll die. You'll die. But if you're an Eldar and you're being saved by a Harlequin, I think you would not be sure where you stand with this Harlequin. You know, I think trust issues might occur in that situation. The solitaires, like I said before, I think they are kind of similar to the Silent Sisters of the Imperium of Man, where they are able to nullify chaos, demons, chaos influence, and psyker abilities from, you know, opponents. I think they can nullify it towards themselves, you know, if they were being attacked, yes. However, I'm wondering whether they can project that nullification ability like the Silent Sisters, because I know the Silent Sisters can negate, you know, psychers from a considerable distance, right? You know, so I'm just wondering about that. Yeah, and it seems as if they are extremely rare, since they only produce how many solitaires per 1,000 years or something. I can't remember right now how many years Majorkill said, but you know, it takes a considerable long time to create a solitaire. So yeah, they're very rare, very powerful, and they are going to be a valued piece in Ceogorach's future plans of, you know, destroying Slannesh. And like I also said before about, you know, the power vacuum that might be left when Slannesh is gone. What about the souls that Slannesh has consumed? Will they also be free? All those hundreds of thousands of millions of billions and trillions of Eldar that have been consumed by Slannesh, will they also all be free? And where do they all go now? Are they stuck in the warp, or do they return back into the Materium world somehow? You know, there's a lot of questions about what happens after Slannesh is gone, I think, you know, because this pantheon of chaos gods have been, you know, helping each other out and also not helping each other out. You know, they've been fighting against the Imperium of Man. They've not been fighting against the Imperium of Man, and been fighting against each other, and then fighting against other factions in the galaxy. I'm just wondering, what is the future of the Chaos Pantheon once Slannesh is defeated? Yeah, because I think it's going to be boring. I really do think it's going to be boring. I mean, yeah, you have your Nurgle, you have your Zinch, you have your Korn, but you know, they don't seem exciting. They don't give me that energy, you know, and Slannesh is the one who gives me that energy, that excitement. So I don't know. It's just going to be weird. It's really just going to be weird. Well, that's it, guys. That's it with Majorkill. If you want to check out the original video and also check out Majorkill's YouTube channel, remember the links are in the description below. And if you like the video, remember to give me a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Click on the notification bell if you want to be up to date with my latest videos. And I will see you next week, Thursday. Okay? Bye-bye.